Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So Michael posted this: XRP could pull off giant 420% rally, according to crypto analyst Michael Van de Pope. And here is how Michael Van de Pope is still very, very bullish, not only on the entire crypto market, but also clearly on XRP. He says he's analyzing what XRP has in store price-wise going into next year. XRP is trading right now at about 83 cents, at least as of the time of this recording. And if I bring up the XRP chart right now, we can see XRP trading just over 81 cents, so not too far from that price. Van de Pope told his YouTube subscribers that he's watching the price area roughly between 81 cents and 97 cents. If the open source digital currency can hold those levels, it puts XRP in a position to ignite a strong 140% rally. So essentially, guys, we're taking a look at the XRP chart and we're realizing that this level really does have to hold. I know we did wick down into some questionable territory here, and I know in previous videos I've talked about that level holding at 85 cents, give or take. So let me just throw a Fibonacci on here. Let me just zoom out a little and throw a Fibonacci on the XRP chart. You know, we've talked about this a lot on this channel. This level, the 0.236, this is where we've kind of wanted to see XRP hold in terms of those Fibonacci levels. It does line up with this old level of resistance from 2018, but we did see it dip down a little bit further. Well, I mean, first there's the wick. Now we're seeing this level hold here at around 81, 82 cents, give or take. So, I mean, it isn't too far off from those levels that I think we need to see hold. Again, let's not forget back in 2018, we did see this wick up here. We saw XRP top at about 75 cents. And then back in November of 2020, we wicked up here. And February 2021, we wicked up here. So these levels as well, all very close together. And we're kind of ranging in that area right now. We're staying above those levels. So these resistance, these support levels, they are all ranges. There is not one price that is the magical price. It is just a range. So I'm not too worried that we're not sitting above 85 cents or ranging in and around 85 cents specifically. That wick, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, that wick gave us, I think, all a little bit of a scare. However, we are still staying fairly stable, at least as of this moment. Michael Van de Pope says, if these are going to hold, we're most likely going to have a scenario like this, rally to $2, in which we start to break out, and these are the triggers: 90 cents, $1, $1.20, and then we get a vertical move. From there, Van de Pope uses Fibonacci extensions to indicate that XRP's next target prices are $2.87 and $4.33. Should XRP follow Van de Pope's script, the altcoin can potentially rise over 420% from those current prices. So I'm not going to go over all his technical analysis. His video is linked in this article, but I thought that was interesting considering a lot are questioning the market now, right? Where is Bitcoin going to go next? Are we going to see an altcoin rally soon based on this Bitcoin retracement? And, you know, and I'm kind of on the fence about this, I've got to admit, some are assuming that this Bitcoin bottom has come in and that we are just now witnessing the retracement before the huge dump here. And at this point in time, this Bitcoin retracement, this is when we're supposed to see the altcoins rally. Now, we haven't seen much for altcoins as of yet. However, we could still be waiting. Let's also not forget, though, that Bitcoin did not actually technically make a new low. This was the old low, and it technically made a higher low. And that was on the wick, right? It bounced back up, and now it is holding in and around this level of resistance. So despite the fact that this scared a lot of people, we still did technically make a higher low up here than what this was. It rebounded back up here, and now we're basing in and around this level of support. Former resistance becomes new support. So I'm still kind of questioning this. I mean, I got to be honest. Dark Defender here bringing this up. Hi all, after the rejection at $1.33, we've discussed the possibility of touching down to 72 cents on 26. Unfortunately, it is actualized. Fibonacci levels worked perfectly. XRP is at the bottom in both RSI and wave trends and is in oversold territory. So that's the other thing, oversold territory. He is using Elliott wave theory here. And Dark Defender is assuming that this is just the second wave, third wave obviously being the largest to the upside, in which we are going to see XRP price appreciation just kind of skyrocket. So 1, 2, right? And then 3 to the upside. This is what's going to give us our biggest price realization. And I don't know if any of you guys noticed this yesterday. Coinbase support posted this due to an ongoing Amazon Web Services incident. Coinbase is currently experiencing trouble with our login services. If you are logged out, you may not be able to log in and you may not be able to confirm crypto sends. We are working with our partner to help resolve this ASAP. Okay, so more activity in the crypto markets, and Coinbase is coming up with more excuses as to why their platform is not working. Now, I don't know if you guys did notice your Netflix cacking out yesterday. I noticed mine was not really behaving as usual. We had a friend come to visit us, and she said her flight was delayed because at the airport there was some AWS outage problems that were affecting flights. So in case you guys did not know, Amazon packages pile up after AWS outages spawn delivery havoc. AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, experiencing outages affecting services like Netflix. The Verge was reporting an Amazon server outage caused problems for Alexa, Ring, and Disney Plus users. The AWS outage shows the internet relies too much on Amazon. That from Quartz from only 15 minutes ago as of the time of this recording. So this has been a big story, and it looks as though Coinbase was also affected by this. And yes, I know this could also be on your mind. Could this be part of an alleged cyber pandemic that could be affecting us all? Things that make you go, I recently did a video about the cyber pandemic. Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing and didn't catch that video, I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to keep moving on because there are some other strange, I suppose, pieces of news that came out today, like this one from Bank XRP. Canadian exchange Newton is delisting XRP. So this is coming from a Canadian exchange, and although Newton isn't necessarily the biggest exchange, it's kind of strange that they would do this. XRP and USD will no longer be supported on Newton as of January 15th, 2022, and the phase-out process will begin on December 20th. And so here's just a screen grab from what Newton posted. Like many other cryptocurrency platforms, we're ending XRP and USDT support for legal and regulatory reasons. Check out our knowledge base for the full phase-out plan, which begins December 20th and ends January 15th. So this is one Canadian exchange that has decided to do this. Could it be that regulatory clarity in Canada might also be going the way of the US with regards to XRP? Well, and in this case, USDT as well. Canadian exchange Newton ending XRP and USDT support for legal and regulatory reasons. We know that many of our customers will be disappointed by this news, and we hope you understand. So this all just retweeted out by Bank XRP. Could you please state the legal or what legal and regulatory reasons? From my understanding, XRP is not a security in Canada. And Dustin Walper, I believe he did respond here somewhere, but I don't think it's actually in this thread here. Nevertheless, it's regulatory reasons, regulatory clarity. So could this be affecting different countries? I'm going to keep tabs on this. I know I've got a lot of viewers from Canada who have XRP and probably want to get the latest updates on this. I know for one, guys, Coinfield, one Canadian exchange, they do support the Solo project. They are completely regulatory compliant, along with CoinSquare, from my understanding, both two Canadian exchanges that are regulatory compliant, that still hold XRP, that still list XRP. So something to think about there. Smaller exchanges, though, you got to understand as well. These smaller exchanges might not be up to par with complete regulatory compliancy, so it could be just the Newton issue as well. Anyway, I will keep you posted. Wanted to mention this, guys, from T-Hole Benedict XRP, Ripple partner Lian Global, which is China-based. They are a payment service provider, and they are achieving full U.S. coverage. So Lian Global, a leading cross-border payment service provider, has successfully obtained money transmitter license in all 50 U.S. states. This complete coverage increases Lian Global's value to U.S. customers as a PSP. It also boosts the value to platforms, banks, and marketplaces who depend on a partner that can execute flawlessly and protect their business from compliance headaches and risky, expensive middlemen. So no matter where an e-commerce seller is based in the 50 states, it can now work with Lian Global to manage funds globally with a multi-currency wallet, pay suppliers, and collect from overseas marketplaces. So Lian, Chinese company, compliant in 50 US states, a Ripple partner as well. So another thing to make note of, big news here for them. And just a quote from David Messenger, CEO of Lian Global, he said, many payment service providers still rely on middlemen to service U.S. customers. That involves extra costs, compliance risks, and less agility. By contrast, we are able to offer our U.S. customers a competitive, flexible, and fully compliant end-to-end service that can give them real confidence in working with us. So streamlining payments, of course, lower costs, all regulatory compliant, more efficient cross-border transactions, and a Ripple partner. Wanted to thank T. Holbetic for posting that. There's some other news here, guys, that I just wanted to mention for you guys who are still waiting for your SGB tokens. This from XRP_Crow here on Twitter. So after all those tears and pain, it seems that Nexo Finance will finally distribute SGB tokens. They just tweeted this out yesterday. Can you guess what's coming? Maybe we'll hit more than one bird with our stone. And this is just a little video, promo video, promoting the fact that Nexo is now going to be releasing their SGB tokens to their holders. I know it has been a problem, but this is just one of those companies that still needed to build the infrastructure in order to airdrop these safely. Let's not forget, Songbird was kind of just dropped on some of these exchanges at the last minute, and so they did not have the proper infrastructure in place. Now these guys, Nexo, are going to release your Songbird token, so great update there from XRP_Crow. I also wanted to mention this. Bitstamp is also allowing trading for SGB, so just in the same vein, SGB is here. If you participated in the Flare distribution by Flare Networks, you will see SGB in your account on December 8th, 2021, which is today, guys, with trading enabled on Friday. So you are able to trade these in 2 days from now. Location restrictions apply, but just another update here from Bitstamp, to the point that you will receive your SGB tokens and you will be able to trade them as of Friday. So all great news there. Another one, guys, from XRP_Crow, and this has to do with the Solo, the list of exchanges supporting the Sologenic airdrop for XRP and Solo holders. So he links to his website here, and I know I've showed this on the channel in the past, but the airdrop date is coming up, and it does show you guys some options how to claim if you are using the Solo wallet. So he gives you very detailed descriptions on how to claim these if you are using sologenic.org DEX or the Sum wallet down here. Or the Ledger Nano. So all very popular options here that I know many of you guys have utilized already for the Flare Networks airdrop, for example. Me personally, I've used the Ledger Nano, and I know a lot of you guys have as well. I do have an affiliate link for them in the description of the video if you're interested in getting a cold storage solution for your cryptocurrency. You can use the link if you want. You don't have to use it though. Thought I'd mention it, but there are a lot of options here. And I mean, the airdrop has already happened, or rather the snapshot has already happened for the Flare network. So depending on which option you used originally, you can see the instructions on how to claim these Solo tokens. So I wanted to thank XRP_Crow for posting that. And guess who's dropped out, guys? Michael at Val5Links bringing this to our attention. Sol Amarova has now backed out of her nomination to be the comptroller of the currency. Hooray, hooray. We will not have a communist sympathizer as the controller of the currency, so she backed out of her nomination amid a blizzard of scrutiny over her position on crypto and banking. So here's the update, guys. The Office of the Controller of the Currency in the United States will operate with only an acting comptroller for a little longer after President Biden's nominee, Sol Amarova, withdrew her candidacy from the confirmation process. In response to Omarova's withdrawal, President Biden said on December 7th, which was just yesterday, that she was subjected to inappropriate personal attacks that were far beyond her pale. The Comptroller of the Currency oversees the regulation of chartered banks across the country. Cryptocurrency stakeholders saw Omarova as a poor choice for the comptroller due to her anti-crypto sentiments. Omarova fielded heated lines of questioning from Republicans and Democratic senators on the Committee of Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs, and hearings about her views on private banking and cryptocurrency regulation. Guys, I've been covering this on this channel, and I'll link one of the more recent videos I did about Sol Amarova up here if you guys want to know more detail. Essentially believes in Marxist theory, a communist sympathizer, and she was on the docket to potentially be brought in as the comptroller of the currency in the United States. Can you imagine? Anyway, it sounds as though she has now stepped down, so that is a sigh of relief. I'm going to keep moving because there are some more interesting things that I wanted to bring to your attention. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. The CIA says it has several projects on crypto. So this coming from you today, guys. The U.S. Central Intelligence Agency has established several projects on crypto, according to Director Bill Burns. At the Wall Street Journal CEO Council Summit, Burns said that cybercriminal gangs were expanding their reach in terms of the scale of attacks, their number, and sophistication. Cryptocurrencies were mired in several high-profile ransomware scandals earlier this year, with the Colonial Pipeline hack being the most notable one. The news about the CIA being involved in crypto reignited some tired conspiracy theories about the agency's role in creating Bitcoin. And last year, it came to light that leading Swiss encryption company Crypto AG had been secretly controlled by the CIA and West German intelligence for decades. In April, former CIA boss Michael Morrell said that governments had to embrace Bitcoin since he considered it to be a boon for surveillance due to the fact that its transactions can be easily traced. Simply put, blockchain analysis is a highly effective crime-fighting and intelligence-gathering tool. So this is an interesting update here. The CIA has established more projects on crypto, not really giving us any details as to what. However, I guess I can imagine why they would not want to give us more details, but it really just does speak to the fact that, this is not going away. Now, more American governmental bodies are coming out and just saying, look, we are doing this and we are publicly now stating it. Bordeaux down here, saying, no crap, Sherlock. I'm not going to say the word. They are literally Satoshi. Zuzu saying, XRP, for instance, and their intention to chip us. Crypto Stud down here saying CIA is Satoshi. Satoshi is the CIA. So, despite their trying to dispel the rumor that the CIA did not create Bitcoin, people in the XRP community and crypto community in general are just not buying it. Anyway, I'll link this there. The Zero Hedge tweet is embedded in this article if you're interested. But I also wanted to mention this, guys. With regards to XRP and holding it as a particular investment, us retail holders, it's one thing for us to hold XRP, but what was in the minds of companies like, let's say, Grayscale, when they were holding XRP pre-2020 and then finally decided, no, we have to dissolve this trust, or at least this portion of the trust, because the SEC lawsuit has come down the pipe. Well, this was discovered by Stéphane Hubert. Something really interesting here. Until 2020, Grayscale declared on their XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin trust information sheets. So all three of these cryptocurrencies were lumped in the same category up until 2020 when the SEC lawsuit finally came to pass. So on their trust information sheets that they were not registered with the SEC. In 2021, after Grayscale dissolved the XRP trust, they now state that the Ethereum and Bitcoin trusts are registered with the SEC. So isn't that interesting what a little lawsuit can do and how it can have an effect? Now, this text is very small here. I'm going to try to read it for you just off my screen. The trust, so it's the first line here. The trust is not registered with the SEC, any state securities laws, or the U.S. Investment Company Act of 1940 as amended. And the shares of the trust are being offered private placement pursuant to this rule. Any interest in the trust described herein have not been recommended by any U.S. federal, state, yada yada, or non-U.S. Securities Commission or regulatory authority, including the SEC. So listed right there. Just going to read the rest of that here. Any representation to the contrary is a criminal offense. Investors must have the financial ability, sophistication, and experience and willingness to bear the risks of an investment. Any offering or solicitation will be made only to qualify accredited investors as defined under this rule. So, sorry if I was getting too close to the mic there. Just it was small text and I was trying to read it off my screen. So that's what was listed pre-2020. And now, so what they said was not registered with the SEC. Essentially, that first line there, the trust is not registered with the SEC, naming XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And now look at how they've changed the wording, and to my knowledge, nothing has really changed here. The shares of each product are not registered under the Securities Act of 1933, the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, except for Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and Grayscale Ethereum Trust. So that little piece here, right at the end, singling out the Bitcoin Trust and Ethereum Trust, things that make you go, Stéphane Hubert here, also listing the resources there. And this guy's from John Deaton. Allegedly, the SEC filed the case against Ripple and XRP to protect XRP holders, yet Gary Gensler won't meet with representatives of 62,000, now it's probably over that, XRP holders. Instead, he takes the time to speak with someone who intentionally avoids the very organization Gensler is in charge of. Another thing that makes you go, digital asset investor, retweeting this screen grab out from Gensler's calendar. On August 20th, 2021, a phone meeting call with George Soros chair of Open Society Foundations, also friendly with the World Economic Forum, part of the Davos crowd. So what the heck is going on here, guys? I mean, I'm still scratching my head about a lot of this. The one thing, though, that I have confidence in is that we have not seen the end of the bull run for altcoins, especially not for XRP. And, whether you think Bitcoin has seen its top or not, anyone who holds altcoins at this point still have an opportunity for massive gains. XRP still hasn't reached its all-time high, and we're still eyeing that $10 to $15 price target. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.